Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up, a look into the Wires Squad 2022 and their new signings. Coventry Bears change their ideas, and expansion in Betfred's Women's Super League. Care of TotalRL.com, the Coventry Bears have announced a major rebranding ahead of the new season, with the move to the Midland Hurricanes as their new name for the professional rugby league in the area. The current financial cuts in League One clubs are facing left Bears owner Alan Robinson aware that changes and more investment was needed to ensure the continuation of the professional game and overcome those challenges. Local businessman Mike Lomas of Big Red Construction has come on board as the new co-owner of the club and will act as the Hurricanes chairman alongside Robinson as the club's CEO. It became clear that we needed to diversify and develop a regional brand to sustain professional rugby league, said Robinson. We have had limited opportunities to grow the club, and we need to seek out new opportunities to grow the game and business. We need to bring the game together across the region, with the focus of the new club being a regionalised brand and club. Local clubs across the Midlands recognise the name as the Hurricanes was the original name for the elite pathway ran by the RFL for a number of years in Loughborough. Now the club will relaunch with its new flagship brand to lead the game forward into the future. I approached Mike through a mutual connection as a new sponsor to assist us in our campaign. I presented the Hurricanes concept and he could see the benefits it would bring to the game. So, after some discussion, we decided to take it forward together and create a new parent company with both of us at the helm. This could allow us to continue to build the Coventry Bears legacy while reaching the sky with the Hurricanes and grow the sport to new heights in the area. Mike shared my vision, which could be the opportunity to build a sustainable brand for the expansion of the game and harness the power of a region with the whole sport behind us. So it's not the end of the Coventry Bears by any means, but the Midland Hurricanes are going to be the team for the region. Coventry Bears will continue to function under the Bears in the Community Foundation and will play in the Midland Regional Competition with young and local players in 2022. They will also continue to develop their new junior satellite clubs across the West Midlands with current junior clubs, the Coventry Alphas, Trinity Knights and Erdington Griffins, to support and underpin the Midland Hurricanes professional development. So, they've gone into the community foundation and thought, we'll run a league as well as developing the sport in the Midlands, and also have a Midlands team so that everyone can recognise it. If you're Coventry, you're just about Coventry. I think the regional part for expansion teams might be a good idea. It sets a foothold for them all, and then they can make a decision further down the line whether or not they want to be associated with one town or the other. At this time, if you have a county behind you and you drum up that support, the potential is there. It does give you options, whether it's stadia, training facilities, player catchment areas, developing relations, sponsorship. If you're a Midlands brand, why wouldn't you want to get on top, involved with the Midland Hurricanes? They're going to get national press, they're going to get attention through the internet, so on and so forth. It'll be hard work, but I wish them luck. I hope it's successful. I just have a reservations that changing the name so quickly into a team existence before they've grounded their identity might be a little bit too quick. But then again, if the identity's not working, change might spark something new. Good luck to the Coventry Bears, now Midland Hurricane. You on this. So some good news coming out of the women's game, as the Betfred Women's Super League will again expand in 2022 after the pandemic delayed the planned expansion to 12 teams in 2021. So the first and second place teams have both been entered into the league, as Barrow Raiders and Lee Miners Rangers, I don't know if that's the correct logo, will be promoted to join the 10 British Betfred Women's Super League clubs, meaning that the competition will expand by 200% since it was launched as a 4-team Super League in 2017. Now, Huddersfield Giants, who won the BWSL Shield on Grand Finals Day at the Admiral Henningley in October, after a 10-team competition split into 2 groups of 5 midway through the season, have earned promotion to a 6-team Group 1 in 2022. So that will mean in Group 1 it will be, this is Group 1: Castleford, Huddersfield Giants, Leeds Rhinos, the champion St Helens, Wigan Warriors and the York City Knights. And Group 2 will consist of Barrow, Bradford Bulls, Featherstone Rovers, Lee Miners Rangers, Wakefield Trinity and Warrington Wolves. There will be promotion and relegation between the groups, 1 up and 1 down, at the end of 2022 season. In addition, applications have been invited for a possible expansion of the Betfred Women's Super League South, which kicked off in 2021 with 6 teams, and a further expansion into the Midlands and North also in the pipeline for 2022. The continued growth reflects the vision of a full national pyramid by 2024, which was the long-term vision outlined in 2016 ahead of the launch of the BWSL. Thomas Brindle, the BWSL General Manager, said the Betfred Super League, Women's Super League, like Women's and Girls Rugby League more generally, continues to be a good news expansion story for the sport. Managing the growth provides challenges, and we have to be prepared to be flexible on occasions, as we were in recognising the issues relating to COVID-19 that contributed to a number of postponements in the 2021 season, leading to the decision to split the BWSL into 2 groups of 5. Consultation with clubs has confirmed a substantial majority in favour of building on that success by maintaining the BWSL as one competition split into 2 groups. We feel that will be the best way to maintain intensity for leading players, which is especially important in a World Cup year, while also allowing clubs in the second group to develop at a more competitive level. The continued ambition of the clubs in Group 2 will also be recognised by introducing a 1 up 1 down promotion and relegation between the groups for 2023. Whilst the makeup of both groups is based on on-field performance, there is an obligation that all clubs comply with all the relevant standards, which are crucial in ensuring we continue to drive the competition forwards, both on and off the pitch. The fixture list for the BWSL 2022 and details of the grand final days will be published in the coming months, in addition to arrangements of the Betfred Women's Challenge Cup for 2022, and considerations being given to a possibility of a 9s tournament. Now, that second half of the statement, third part of the statement, should I say, piqued my interest. A nines tournament, which is a great idea. Get everyone there, get all the fans, get it at a reasonable place. Like, I don't know if they're going to show it on TV and all the TV things are all there. In Bradford. Simple. Probably getting the most fans there as well, to be fair. So that makes a good idea. Now, the Challenge Cup and the Nines tournament must have teams, in my opinion, from both the Betfred North and the Betfred South. Otherwise, it's not a true tournament. You're not going to have enough teams either. There's 18 teams there altogether now. I know it means driving distance for some teams, but I would like to see Wigan take on the All-Golds, the Army taking on Leeds, St Helens versus the London Broncos, or even Cardiff Demons. Leeds going down to Cardiff. That'd be interesting. Grand finalist in the North versus the winners of the South's Grand Final. Shows where we would be at. That's what a cup competition needs to do. Tell me what your thoughts are on the ladies' game going forward, and if you have any ideas how it should be formatted. The Nines and the Challenge Cup. You already know what's going on for the Super League itself. So when Steve Price decided that he was moving on after Castleford Tigers coach Daryl Powell decided he was moving on as well, Warrington Wolves snapped up Daryl Powell quite easily in the kind of most obvious coaching change that was going to happen during 2021 or 2020 season. Powell, who played for Warrington in many spells at different clubs, returns now as a coach with some new signings for 2022. Now, we're going to go through, like we have done in previous episodes, who he has signed so far. And the first player that we're going to look at is Joe Bullock, who joins from Wigan Warriors. He was a Wigan Warrior junior, a winger to begin with, in 2012. He never made the appearance for his hometown club, but he moved. Oh, sorry, not hometown club. He's from Blackpool. But the 6'5", 28-year-old played for the South Wales Scorpions for 5 games, and then he moved on to Leeds Centurions, where he only played 7 games but scored 2 tries in his 2 seasons there. Again, he went on loan for the South Wales Scorpions, playing 1 game and scoring 1 try, but it was the start of the 2014 season when he made his move to our Raiders, initially on loan. Saw him come out as a forward, as he played 122 games, scoring 21 tries, and he came back to Wigan after that impressive form, playing 47 games and scoring 4 tries. Again, these figures are coming from 23rd of May 2021. He went on to play a few more games during the 2021 season. But after being a winger as a junior, a tall winger, playing as a forward, it was a little bit of a change, but it's earned him enough respect that he has now got to Warrington. He's not the only big man on the move, as James Harrison from Featherstone Rovers has joined the club as well. He's only 25, but he's 6'4", and began his career at Batley Bulldogs, where you see his kit pictured at the moment. He's a second row prop or loose forward. Played 10 games for Batley Bulldogs in his first stint, and then a 3-game loan at Oxford. But in total, he played 48 games in two either side that loan. with 17 tries to his name, which earned him a move to Featherstone Rovers in 2019. The beginning of this year, he had up 34 games playing for Featherstone, scoring 11 tries, but he also had a loan in 2020 to Leeds Rhinos, where he played 4 games. So it's big forwards for big forwards, as Warrington had to go out, but brought in 2 Englishmen instead. Now, the first of the players that Daryl Powell knows very, very well with Oliver Holmes, as he joins the Warrington after 221 games and 42 tries with Castleford Tigers in a 11-year spell with them. 29-year-old who plays second row predominantly, but is a good ball player, has had 1 England international appearance and 2 England Knights appearances. These figures coming before 30th of June 2021. Next is Peter Matautia, who joins his brother over in Lancashire, who only plays for St Helens at this point. But being that join Warrington, they're in the same postcode. Started off his career at Newcastle Knights, playing 6 games and scoring 2 tries. The centre fullback standoff, who's 30 years old, went on in 2014 to St George Illawarra. The 6 appearances for Newcastle Knights was over 2 years, starting 2011 and culminating in 2013. He returned to the Newcastle Knights in the 2016 excuse me, with 35 games made over a 2-season period and scoring 10 tries. That is where Lee Centurions picked him up in 2018, where he scored 20 tries. He played 20 games and scored 9 tries, which got him a loan move to Castleford Tigers. He made that permanent in 2019, where up to the 26th of June 2021, he'd made 60 appearances, scored 9 tries, kicked 56 goals, and 1 drop goal. He's also been capped by Samoa 4 times, kicking 2 goals, and the combined All-Stars this year, where he played 1 and scored 1. Finally, don't let his kits amuse you. This is another player that Daryl Powell knows very, very well. Being that he played for Castleford for 96 games, scoring 43 tries, for his move to Hull Kingston Rovers, where he scored 10 tries in 20 games, 15th of June 2021. He started off at York City Knights, Greg Minikin. He's only 26 years old, and he's a wing or a centre. He's played 39 games and 20 tries were scored for the York City Knights over a 2-year period, and his Castleford career was 2016 to 2019. He also had a little bit of a loan spell at the beginning of his Castleford period. He went to Batley Bulldogs as well, playing 7 and scoring 4 tries. So that's the ensemble that Daryl Powell has put together with the existing Warrington squad, with a couple of departures obviously, but they're looking to go a few steps further this time. The Grand Final, the Super League, Winners' Trophy is what's missing from Daryl Powell's TV. Got to Challenge Cup finals with Castleford, namely last year, 2021, where he lost to Leeds, but he's looking for these boys to push on the Warrington mould and win trophies. Whether that's to be seen is another case in point. They are good players. Of the 4 that have played in the Super League, but not so much about James Harrison, which I regret. So we'll see how Warrington go on. and it's going to be a building period, I think. Wouldn't expect too much this year, Warrington. I think it's a step back from price, but things have to move on. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide. Also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Don't be too harsh on the Coventry team, as they are looking for their identity. But in the comments, tell me if they're going ahead in the right direction or if they jumped the gun too soon. I'm not sure. But it's better to have a director that makes decisions than divers on them. Because if you diver, you miss the train. The women's game. More teams. More games. That's only good. And the aim's to make a full British, UK pyramid. That's going to be great. What's next? Foreign teams coming into the league. And we had a look at Daryl Powell signings. I'm still a bit like that with them. I'm not sure if they're better or worse than what they've got out. I think it'll be just samey. We'll need a couple of different ideas to go in. I know they've got Widdup and Williams, W and W in their halfbacks, but something else. Someone who's more of a barker rather than inspirational plays. One's a bit noisier, I know that much, but can you see Gareth Widdup winning the game on his own? I don't think he's the same NRL player anymore. That's what I'm saying. He's not an NRL player anymore, I don't think. It's a good player to have, don't get me wrong, he's still a really, really good player, and I'd have him at Wigan. Not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. Top player. But again, he'll need someone to do the other things. I don't know. Well, tell me in the comments what your thoughts are. But in the meantime, stay safe, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.